Good morning, Dubai. Today we spoke about how UAE welcomed the Gaza Ceasefire deal, and as well, Salik confirmed the start date for the toll prices. And later on the show, we were joined by Farhana Bodi.
We'd really love if you could subscribe to the Lovin Dubai Show podcast wherever you get your podcast from, and enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome back to the Lovin Dubai Show. Today I am joined again by Masa.
Good morning, everyone.
And the top stories for today is UAE welcomes Gaza ceasefire deal.
Salik confirms start date for variable toll prices.
As well, Dubai scores big on happiness.
Mohammad, Kiswani and Chafic Yactine are living it up in Dubai.
And as well, you guys, later on the show, we are going to be joined by
Farhana Bodi. We're so excited to finally sit down with one of the Dubai Bling casts.
So,
we want to hear all about the behind the scenes.
Yes, for sure. So, let's start with the major story for today, which is UAE welcoming the Gaza ceasefire deal. Now, the UAE has welcomed the announcement of a Gaza ceasefire following more than 15 months of conflict with the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs. Now, His Highness Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed Al Nahyan praised Qatar, Egypt and the United States for reaching the agreement.
A statement from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs said, His Highness Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs, has welcomed the announcement of ceasefire agreement in the Gaza Strip and the release of detainees, hostages and captives.
His Highness Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed Al Nahyan as well commended the efforts of Qatar, Egypt and the United States to achieve the agreement. He also expressed his hopes for the agreement to bring an end to the suffering, prevent further loss of life and resolve the crisis and the tragic conditions in the Gaza Strip. Now, this is something that we have been
waiting for more than 470 days.
100%.
No, yesterday, me and my family were literally glued to the screen.
Yes.
Okay, we were counting down the minutes because they announced Palestine time at 11:15, but here UAE time was around 1:15. So when it was getting closer to the time, we were counting down the minutes.
The minutes, for sure.
As soon as they announced it, you know, people were celebrating, videos were going up, we were clapping, we were really, really happy as soon as the ceasefire was officially inside.
It was about
It's
time.
a different feeling. It was a completely different feeling, like goosebumps, happiness, sadness at the same time, like remembering all the victims, remembering all the people that lost their lives during this war. But really, we're really happy about this news. So may God bless all of them, and may every soul that died as a result of this genocide rest in peace.
100%. And I saw as well a post yesterday that said, really did touch my feelings. That said, it takes 8 hours to come back to the country, but to actually come back to the country, to our homes, it took years because this has been going on for so long, and it was long due coming. But without further ado, let's jump to our next story. So Salik confirmed the start date for variable toll prices. Salik confirms the start date as set for the variable toll prices. Now, the Dubai toll gate operator Salik has announced January 31st, 2025 as the start date of implementing its variable pricing policy. Now, the new pricing structure will apply to all Salik gates in the Emirates.
So during weekdays, the toll will be at 6 dirhams during peak hours, which is during 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. and 4 dirhams during off-peak hours, which will be 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. to 1 a.m.
Now, the toll-free passage will be offered from 1 a.m. to 6 a.m., while on Sundays, excluding public holidays, special occasions, or even major events, the toll will be 4 dirhams. Now, these timings are applicable throughout the year, except during Ramadan, which is from 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. and will be considered as peak hours. Now, off-peak hours during the holy month will be from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. till 2 a.m.
So meanwhile, 2 a.m. to 7 a.m. will be the timings for toll-free passage during Ramadan.
Now, I would consider this is happening because they are trying as much as they can to
limit
the congestion and the traffic that is happening all around. You know, this has been every resident's concern, the traffic going from point A to point B. So let's see, and I hope that, you know, by next year everything will be smoother and better.
Yeah, hopefully. I think a lot of people people will be staying back a little bit. So, for example, if every day they can't take the same toll gate, like 6 dirhams, like a day they'd have to take it 4 dirhams, a day they'd have it 6 dirhams. So many people that will stay back a little bit to leave at 8 p.m. I'll be that type of person who would do that because I like to avoid the traffic. I don't like to leave as soon as the peak hour starts. Yes. But I think it's a good approach to try to minimize the congestion.
Yes, I definitely do agree with you. Now we have seen, a lot of initiatives that has been announced by the RTA in order to ease the
new
congestion.
Roads, new bridges.
Yes,
like
yesterday.
It's already in development.
100%. Yeah. Yesterday I was like my dad was driving and there was like a road closed. Yeah. And my dad couldn't but ask the police officer, and he said because like a new road is opening. And of course this is all traffic. So it's like at that point, that area specifically, there was a bit of traffic because like the road was closed. But it was closed for a reason and a purpose. But let's jump to our next story.
So Dubai scores big on happiness. Dubai is hitting all the right notes on happiness this year because the result of the 2024 Customer and Employee Happiness Index are in, and they're nothing but impressive. So His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammad approved the findings which show Dubai's public services leading the way with 93.8% in customer happiness and 86.7% in employee happiness, and a stellar of 95.8% in the mystery shopper survey.
I love the numbers, by the way.
They're so high.
They really are so high. Now as well, the Mohammed bin Rashid housing establishment topped the charts with a remarkable 98.75% in customer happiness. This is really big.
Really big. Like it's almost 100. Like
literally, it's almost, a full. Now as well, His Highness Sheikh Hamdan emphasized that these results affect Dubai's ongoing commitment to excellence and innovation. Now for 20 years, these surveys have driven the city towards its vision of becoming the happiest place in the world. And it's safe to say, Dubai, we all know, is on the way to be the happiest place on earth. And I think it's already honestly, the customer service here is top peak. Like, we're so spoiled to the point where whenever I travel outside, I'm like, what is this customer service? Yeah.
What is this treatment? And when you meet people that are living outside and living abroad and not this country, they think that we're overdoing it. Like whenever I ask them, like, what is this service? We're so used to this.
That's true.
The perfect service and perfect treatment and the perfect everything and perfect safety. Yeah. So when we leave this country, we're so shocked that we have like a little bit of a I wouldn't say culture shock, but
it's
a little bit
culture shock, but it's
customer shock.
I think, you know why? Because we live in a bubble, right?
Yeah.
Like,
but I'm so happy to be living in this bubble.
We really are.
I wouldn't take it for anything.
We're not complaining. We're not complaining.
We're not
for
complaining,
sure.
No.
But like the thing is, like, because like we live in a bubble, the UAE bubble, I'd like to call it, where everything is provided for us and everything is easy, like like if you want to renew your passport or
super easy.
If you want
you're in and out.
Literally, if you are traveling, the airport service is incredibly easy.
I love this new thing that it wasn't this 2024. It was added before, but I love it. Like every time I travel, I'm always in such awe when you have to travel when you pass through your Face ID only.
Yes.
Cuts the line short. You don't have to wait long queues. You're in and out really quickly. Like as soon as the airplane reaches, you reach your luggage within 5 minutes.
That's true. Or
because you don't have to wait with the passport check-in.
Or let's talk about the online check-in.
Oh, the online check-in.
It's like I'm sorry, but like just like tell me, like respect to all countries, but just like tell me a city that provides such service. I mean, it's like the easiest thing, and it's very. I'd say resident friendly, and it's for everyone. It's for everyone. So like living in Dubai and living in the UAE.
And for employees also. Yes. I feel like here this is one of the major countries that provide like equal rights for both men and women. We both get the same pay. We both get the same treatment. It's fair for both genders.
And the safety. So of course it's going to be the happiest place on earth. I think it is for sure the happiest place on earth. I mean, I go to my home country, and the moment I go to my home country, which my parents, they long for, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They long for. I go like, oh no, I want to get back to Dubai. No. Nothing's like Dubai, because like Dubai
nothing is really like it's our home now. It's like our second home, and 100%. It's where we grew up, and it's 100%. Where we got our education from.
100%. Well, now with a short break, the Lovin Dubai newsletter has got a major refresh. If you love social media, it's the thing right now, right? But would still like to get your daily dose of news fresh to your inbox every day, you can subscribe to the Lovin Dubai newsletter.
You'll find the sign-up link at our link in bio on Instagram.
Well, let's jump to our next story.
So it's not only about Dubai Bling, but it's also about Love is Blind, because Mohammad, Kiswani and Chafic Yactine are living it up in Dubai. So Mohammad, Kiswani and Chafic Yactine were spotted, the Love is Blind Habibi stars, were spotted with the football legend Marco Verratti partying at the hottest spot in town, Paraiso,
I would assume.
Yeah.
Now, the trio definitely knows how to enjoy a night out. Earlier in the day, Mohammad and Safa Al-Jabouri sat down with Christine Daghir for an exclusive interview where the big reveal was. Now, Mohammad is the one who apologizes first in his relationship.
So, the Love is Blind is actually really blind, and it's in the air, and they're still having a good time, and they're still... It just shows you that their friendship is still tight. Yani. Even after the show, they're still together, still hanging out together.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah, like the golden couple, they're still together also. May never ever happens to them, because I was rooting for them so big. Like I really hope they never get separated, honestly.
I don't think they will, because like honestly, if he apologizes first, then I don't think
he's doing it right. That's right.
I think that in this relationship that she understands his dynamic and he understands her dynamic, and that's why they get along so well.
Yeah.
You know, because like I think and they understand.
Yeah,
that.
marriage needs maturity, and
For
I think by thinking of it by the way, they're doing it so well because they come from different cultures.
Yeah.
So he's Palestinian, she's Iraqi also.
Yes, but as well, you know, I think that one of like the biggest reasons of why their relationship is so successful is Safa. Because I'm sorry, I am a girl's girl. I genuinely think that she is like a healed version of herself, of any past trauma that she had.
Yeah, she did. That's a really important point to make.
And
honestly,
she even mentioned it.
True.
Remember, like when we interviewed her, she mentioned that she did mention that, you know, like she is very mature, that she didn't take the relationship in an emotional way. She took it with like, you know, like maturity in a logical way. You know what I mean? Which
this is why they're still married even after 1 year of being together and after
exactly.
the show. Really.
Exactly. And so I think we should all learn from that. You know, like you should take your relationships in a very mature way and not, you know, just like maybe because like if you are gonna let emotions get in, then that's.
But look at them, they're also still hanging out with Chafic.
I know. Honestly.
It's so cute. It's like a family.
Yes, it really is. It's like a family gathering.
They didn't just leave with their love of life. They left with friendships for life.
That's for sure. Exactly. And as well, like we see this, you know, around. We see Noor hanging out
with Hajar. She did say something like that. She said, like even though we went, like I think between the lines that saying she found her love, but in like a girl friendship kind of way, and not in like a partner kind of way, which is still really cute, like that adorable.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. You know, look, this is something that we can all agree on. You know, like whether they got it with friendships or a husband or
they still
gained
something after
they gained
show.
something, you know, and that is a nice way. Like, you know, if I think Love is Blind taught me one thing is that whenever you get inside any place, you don't need to get out with what you thought you are going to get out with.
Yeah.
You will get out with what you need.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Maybe because this is the person comes in the right time for what you need exactly. So maybe what you need right now is a proper friendship, like a real friendship. 100%. This is what Hajar and Noor friendship is all about. Chafic and Dunya, they're still together, I'm hoping. Mohammad and Safa, they're still married.
Yes.
But they still have that like couple group, which is really cute.
Exactly. Yeah. And as well, you know, like it's God's plan, right?
Yeah.
And it's not only, speaking of God's plan, I mean, have you seen like Nareem Beauty like winning the
Joy Awards?
That is like beautiful. I loved it so much.
I loved her speech.
It was very emotional.
It was emotional,
It was emotional. And how she said at the end, you know, like we have plans,
but God has better plans for us. Yeah, I loved her speech. Yeah, this is really true, by the way. Like, never try to plan ahead. I feel like just go with the flow.
I feel like go with the flow, and whatever is meant to be will be. Well, we are going to go on a short break because later on we are going to be joined by Farhana, Bodi. I mean, I'm very excited for this.
This is going to be an interesting chat.
So you better stay tuned. I mean, of course, if you haven't watched the new season of Dubai Bling,
you've seen it all over TikTok.
Sure. Yes,
and if you have any questions, just type it down.
Yeah, we are going to be for sure reading it out loud. Now, stay tuned for after this little short break. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. I have no option. I have to kill you guys. The woman behind this unforgettable land, Farhana and Bodi, is here as we unpack everything about this season of Dubai Bling, from unexpected twists to all the drama that kept us glued to our screens. You made it all over TikTok, Instagram. Everyone's making it. It's a trend right now.
It's so iconic.
It's a really trend.
It is
Yeah,
iconic. It is iconic. So welcome on the show.
Did you expect it to blow up? No.
I was actually like shocked. I was like, oh my God. Because I didn't know how I looked, right, while I was saying that. But then there was like so much emotions involved and everything.
Sure.
And I just went for it. Yeah. I was like, you never know. I may just bag a Bollywood movie after this.
Did you? Like, wait, did you?
Well, you never know.
You never know.
Wind talks, but let's see.
Hopefully, like if this is the dream, hopefully you'll get it.
You never know, and who's always, taking up new challenges. And, I'm all about like, working on, working on like different things and stuff like that. Like, I don't just hold myself like, oh my God, I'm just going to do this. If there's new opportunities coming my way, then I'll go for it. Why not?
Sure.
You never know. We live once.
That is a mindset that, by the way, I love. Good on you.
But like watching season 3, honestly, I'll have to be very honest, there was not one single episode from this whole season where there was not drama. Not like I had to take a break after every single episode. So it got a lot of people it got a lot of people talking, and some people said that it may be scripted. Was it scripted?
Wallah, it's not scripted. I don't know why people think it's scripted. Like, why would I just fight randomly?
Yeah,
why would they fight? Like, why? It's definitely not scripted. It's as real as it can be.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that's like incredible.
We do have storylines. We all have storylines, but they don't tell us, oh my God, you have to say this, you have to say. There's no script. I cannot read scripts. Like, I'm really bad at reading scripts. So it's definitely
don't say that. We're trying to get into acting, yeah?
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying now I need to, maybe I need to start working on scripts, but definitely it wasn't scripted.
Definitely wasn't scripted. Well, on the show you mentioned that your son is on a spectrum. Now, I know that this is something really personal and it's not really easy to share, and specifically like on TV. How was it like sharing that? And what was like, were you asked to share it, or did you want to share because you wanted to maybe have other people relate? Because of course there are other mothers with sons or daughters that can be on a spectrum.
So basically, it's been 8 years now. Like when we found out Aiden was on the spectrum when he was 2 years old, and I kept it to myself. Of course, a few of my close friends know about it, the school, the teachers, but it's not that I was embarrassed or shy. I was just very scared to talk about it because I was like, I don't know, maybe when he grows up, maybe he will not like it. I don't know, I was just always scared. But then I thought to myself, there's so many moms like me who are scared to talk about it, who probably are shy to talk about it. And I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to go out there and I'm going to talk about it because I'm sure I will be able to give these moms a hope. I will be an inspiration, and I think that's what we women have to do. We have to spread positivity. We have to be inspirational, and we need to be there for one another. Women power, right?
Yeah.
And after the show, so many moms, single moms, moms with kids on the spectrum, even dads with kids on the spectrum have reached out to me and said like, thank you so much for talking about it.
You're such a good mom.
It was amazing.
Yeah, you're such a good mom, honestly.
I'll be very honest. Like, honestly, I really loved watching that side of you on Dubai Bling, showing your vulnerable side. It was really nice. I hope we get to see it even more, and if there's season 4. I'd like to have like a little bit more information about your son. Like it was really interesting to watch, and I felt like so powerful. That's the first time I see that side of Farhana. And your ex-husband made it to this show, Dubai Bling season 3.
Well, yeah, he made it to the show.
And he claimed multiple times that he did not cheat. So would you say there were two sides of the story?
See, as a woman, we never want to, I don't know I cannot talk for everyone, but the background I grew up in, our family values, the culture we were brought up in, we don't break marriages. We don't even think about getting divorces. Like, especially in our community, it's
That's
like
very true, yeah.
girls, like, you know, they don't, like our families never will advise us to get divorced. They will always try to fix the issues. Now, it reached a point in my life where it wasn't happening once. It was happening all the time. And it's not the first time it happened. But this time, honestly, I was always forgiving him, and I was like, I'm like, okay, for my son, this is what a lot of us women do, and that's wrong. This is so wrong. Why we have to put up with this? Why we have to go through this? And at that point in my life, I just felt like, oh my God, I felt like my world is coming apart, because I was only ever with this guy. I don't know, like, I was just so into him, and I thought that this is my world, Aiden, him, and me. And then when I found out about this other female in his life, I was just like, oh my God, like, what is going on? I tried, I mean, he lied to me that he's not, but so many evidences, so much of proof, everything was there. And it's not, I'm not just saying this, all my friends around me, our common friends, everyone saw this happening. I only found out at a later stage. They all seen it happen for months, and then they told me about it. So I don't need to come here on international television and lie about something, and for what? I don't need to, I think everyone that knows him in Dubai knows what happened.
True.
So he just made a fool out of himself by coming on international TV and lying, because everyone that knows us knows what happened.
Would you get back to him?
Never. He's not someone I would ever want to get back with. That's my past, and I leave it behind.
Yeah.
But the fact that he actually lied about it and said, I didn't do this, I'm like, own it. People will respect you more. I've seen evidence, I've seen proof, like, it's crazy, like how he can just come on international TV and just make up all of this, and like, oh no, I left because I wasn't into. Okay, if also I didn't talk about it on the show, but there was a point where he didn't even divorce me. I had to file for divorce. So if you wanted to leave me, you could have filed the divorce immediately, right? Why did you have to wait a whole year till I filed the divorce? You understand what I'm saying?
No, I get you 100%.
So, and obviously he wanted to get back with me at some point, but I didn't want him back. Like, it was too late. You know, he did say that he wanted to get back. Maybe, you know, we'll fix things with Aiden and stuff. But honestly, I'm like, that's it. I've healed. I'm done. And that's it.
That you deserve better.
I deserve better. Come on.
Sure.
Any woman going through this will deserve better. Who wants this life? No.
For sure.
Nobody, and especially like all the stress and pressure with Aiden being on the spectrum. It's not easy. I was going like, oh my God, it was so overwhelming. I'm like, as a woman, I was broken. I was literally broken. I had to pick all those pieces up and put myself together today to what I was 4 years ago.
I love this.
I'm so sorry you had to go through that.
It's not easy, you know. People are making very weird comments. I don't know if it's coming from him and his friends or whatever, but like, they don't understand the pain what I went through.
And having a son.
Exactly.
And being like married for many years.
Exactly.
You know, in one of the episodes, and your feelings are obviously very valid. You were feeling a little bit nervous when he first came to the event.
Yeah.
Do you think the girls around you were a little bit supportive towards your feelings? Because they did mention that you were a little bit overreacting.
I mean, they were trying to, you know, I don't know what they were trying to do. Like, they were probably thinking like, oh, maybe it's better for Aiden, but I don't think like they understand my feelings. Like, if they put themselves in my shoes, they would understand what I went through and why I said and did what I did. You know,
you're so strong. You really are.
Thank you.
And because I know this for sure, that it's not easy to pick up all of the crumbled pieces that someone else had broken, right? For sure. But now, speaking of that, we know that Joanna might have gone through something similar, right? And then she had like a fallout on the show with LJ. That was there, and we saw it happen. So did you feel like there was like a need to mediate between Joanna and LJ?
So I'm the type of person, I would always like to get my friends together and try and sort issues out between them, because I've seen how close they were. The kids are best friends, and there was a beautiful friendship there. And you know, I feel sometimes in life, you can let go of things and come back together stronger, and that's what I was trying to do.
Do you think they would ever become friends again?
Yeah, it will take time, but I definitely see it happening.
What was your reaction when you first saw Joanna meeting your husband to talk about Aiden?
Oh my God, that was the funniest scene ever.
You used to shake hands.
I'm happy I wasn't in that scene. No, it was a bit funny. It was just funny, but that's my girl, Joanna. She's gonna have my back, and she's gonna. I mean, she's seen. If there's anyone who's seen what I went through, she did see it. So, I think what she said was right. That he was in the wrong.
Yeah.
But like thinking about it, I feel like so many people got involved in your son's and Aiden's situation. Would you want them to stay out of it? I know Ibrahim tried to get involved, Mahira tried to get involved. Is it something that's only between you and your ex-husband, or would you want extra support?
I mean, I appreciate that Mahira was trying to obviously diffuse the situation between the two of us. She probably felt like there was a need for someone like her to, calm him down, calm me down. And she probably thought for Aiden's sake, So I have a lot of friends, who do obviously want to sort things out between us just for the sake of Aiden. So I do appreciate her effort.
Yeah, that's also a good effort, that's true.
I mean, honestly, like, again, as I said, do you think with what happened between Joanna and LJ, there was a lot of talk between she's wrong, Joanna's wrong, or LJ is wrong for even speaking to Joanna's ex-husband. However, there was a lot of as well talk that Joanna was only with the guy that LJ initially liked in a group setting, and that what LJ did was not very, I would say, good. That she's not a girl's girl. What do you think of that?
I mean, to be honest, for me, I love LJ and I love Joanna. We're all friends. I just have one rule in life, and I wish all the girls and women can apply this rule. I'm a girl's girl, no matter what.
Yeah.
And there are some, some lines you don't cross, and sometimes situations happen, but people make mistakes. So I guess everyone has a different situation. Maybe she was going through something else at that time. I don't know. But I'm a girl's girl.
We were just having that conversation last week. We were talking about how if you want a strong, proper friendship with girls, just let the men out of your friendship.
I think
you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, but I disagreed with her. I told her that if you have a friend that you need to not let her know about your man, then that's not a good friend, and that's a red flag.
Yeah.
That you should be able to trust your girlfriend fully, and without having to worry that she will be talking to your man at all.
But I think circumstances can come up and
for
happen.
Sure.
I think they asked you twice if you had to pick between Joanna and LJ.
Oh my God.
Is it fair to ask this question?
No, I don't think it's fair.
Friends.
Yeah, they're both my friends, and I don't think it's in anyone's place to ask me this, because it's I can turn around and ask them the same question, and then I want to see their reaction.
Oh, why didn't you do that?
I should have.
Yeah, you should have. You really should have.
What LJ did.
You really should have. Yeah, it was her. But you answered it the first time. Was it because one person was missing?
No. To be honest, no. I think LJ also knows that I have a deeper connection with Joanna. And Joanna and I go a long way back. And I've been friends with Joanna much longer than I've been friends with LJ. But, at the end of the day, that doesn't mean that I don't love LJ. I love LJ, but we have a very different friendship, the two of us.
Yeah.
Me and Joanna, like I said, we have a love and hate relationship. I will sit in front of everyone. We'll be fighting and swearing at each other, and the next thing you see us on a private jet together in Paris, somewhere in Geneva.
It's a sister's relationship.
I can call her up and I can shout, and she can scream and shout at me, and then the next minute everyone's like, "Is this even okay?" But that's what sisters do, right?
Yeah, that's true.
My sister and I are the same. Oh my God, my sister and I, we fight like cats and dogs, and then we're back together the next minute.
I mean, it's it's inevitable.
But we're girls. Fight. Listen, if you put 2-3 girls in the same room, I grew up with we're 5 sisters and 1 brother and my mom. So I grew up with a lot of girls, and we always had drama.
Of course, between family relationship. Honestly, if you don't fight with your siblings, that's not normal.
Exactly. Sure. Well, stepping away from the drama between LJ and Joanna, I want to ask, we know that your ex-husband has a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Would you introduce Aiden to your ex-husband's?
Is it still in question? Like, are you still hesitant to introduce her? Or?
He's already met her.
He's met her?
Many times behind my back.
As
long as it's behind my back.
I mean, yeah, you did mention that. He said
not in my face.
You did mention that when he showed him a picture, he said "mommy."
Yeah. No, but he has spent time with her for sure. Obviously.
Yeah.
The thing is, look. When it comes to Aiden, I'm very protective, especially with Aiden being on the spectrum.
For sure.
I'm all about energy,
of course,
and I feel because of what I went through, there was a lot of emotions involved. There's a history behind everything. I don't know if I want my son to be in this environment where it reminds me of, the negative situations in my life that I've been through. And I do not want this energy on Aiden. You know what I mean? So obviously, there are times when he's been there, and there are times when I have allowed it, because it's been a year since the show, right? But like I said, I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. It may take some time for me to,
accept it.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know at this point in my life if this is what I want for my son.
So there's a lot of baggage behind it. That's the reason.
A lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of baggage.
Yeah.
Now, if we go back a little bit, towards the end of the show, or maybe season 2, if we can rewind. After the release of season 2, a lot of people on social media were discussing the relationship between you, Zaina, and Safa. And some people might even said that you've been bullied by Zaina and Safa, maybe.
I see that a lot on TikTok.
Yeah. Would you believe that it's kind of true? Like, you've been put on the spot by both of them at the same time, multiple times?
See, there were 2 different situations, right? So let's talk about that situation with the car.
Yeah.
That did the whole Ferrari situation caught a lot of attention. Yeah. I think when you say it's intended as a joke, but I think when the viewers watched it, they looked at it in a very different way, So at the end of the day, I did see a lot of comments on TikTok and the opinions of the viewers. So I think that that moment kind of backfired.
Yeah. So what do you think of the gift, the Ferrari gift to you?
I definitely didn't think it was a joke, because when I was watching the whole the show, I think they planned it the night before. So, would you really go out of your way to do something like this, to put someone down, just because you own a car? I honestly, I didn't think it was a joke. And my viewers on TikTok didn't think it was a joke. And I think this is how it's backfired on her. And this is the comments they are making. I think the public can just see through everything.
For sure.
The viewers are seeing through everything. Yeah. And I think a lot of my friends, a lot of the people I spoke to about the situation had the same opinion about what's going on in TikTok. So
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. It's there is a saying that says, behind every joke there's a bit of truth.
Yeah.
Right? And not only that, as well as you said, the viewers can see through, because they see the fuller picture. Yeah. They don't see it from one side only, whether it's Zaina's side.
Exactly. Yeah. And about the Birkin situation, so that stirred some drama.
Yes. Yeah, I did. First and towards the end of the season.
Now, I'll tell you about that situation. So, first of all, I'm someone that works very hard for my collaborations. So whether I get my bags or my car sponsored, it's my work,
True.
And I don't mind it when someone says, oh, she's collaborating with a brand. But the way it was said, the word was misused was borrowed. That was disrespectful. Because what happens is that you are creating a narrative out there, and the viewers look at it, it's like a misconception, you know what I mean?
No, 100%.
And that was not acceptable.
100%.
I don't mind you coming and saying that, oh my God, Farhana collaborates with the brand, she gets things sponsored, because I do, that's my job. And I'm very proud of my work, because let me tell you something, it's not that everyone gets the kind of sponsorship that I get on the level of, that I get sponsorship. So for me, I'm very proud of my collaborations and sponsorship, but the word that was used was very disrespectful, and that's why I did what I had to do.
No, honestly, I definitely do agree with you.
Yeah.
And
because it's the narrative you put out there to the audience. So my audience, when they watch that clip, oh, it's borrowed, it's rented, oh my God. And that was not true. Like when you're going to go on, on television and say something like that, which is not true, of course it's disrespectful.
Yeah,
so for me, and I'm someone that don't talk behind people's back, because what she did was to Zaina. I shouldn't say it to my face. Had she said it to my face, I'll be able to defend myself. But I only saw that after.
Yeah.
So I didn't have a chance to even defend myself or talk about it. It's not about defending, but that was not true, right?
What about the issue of the collaborations? You didn't mention that Safa's trying to get the same collaborations that you get.
I mean, they all want to get collaborations. I mean, they're all on social media, and I'm happy for them, because at the end of the day, there's a room for all of us to grow on social media. I'm not going to be like, oh my God, I'm the social media queen, only I should get collaborations. No, everyone has their social media platforms, everyone has their own identity, and I'm happy for everyone. True. But just don't put someone else down.
No, you're right, 100%.
Because it's not nice to put others down, especially when it comes to their work.
True. Yeah, 100%. If you shine, does not mean others can't shine. 100%. Yeah. Well, you know what? Love your energy. Love speaking to you.
More relatable and the vulnerable side of Farhana. I really loved it this season, honestly. I really felt for you, and I sympathize a lot with Aiden. So I really hope we get to see a lot more of that on social media.
But that's how I am. This is me. This is the Farhana that you saw on season 3. This is how I am in my real life. My friends, after watching season 1 and season 2, said that we can relate, because this is not the Farhana that we know.
Yeah.
And then when they watch season 3, they're like, this is our girl. This is the Farhana we know. And I think this is the best thing that could happen on season 3, is me to be myself. And you get to see the real Farhana, because, I do have a very glamorous lifestyle, because I've worked hard for this lifestyle, but that doesn't mean I have a real side to me. Behind all of this glamour, there is a mom who is struggling and who is doing everything in her power to give Aiden the best life ever.
Yeah.
Well, and this is it.
I'm telling you, from a viewer's perspective, I really liked the season 3 for Farhana.
Thank you so much.
I mean, you are a strong mom, but of course, before you leave, we have a game for you.
Okay.
Of course. And I'm so sorry. Look, I really did like you. I loved talking to you. So just don't hate us, but it might include.
So we have a bunch of questions for you, okay? And you can answer them or you don't. But
if you don't, you have to have one.
Yeah.
But every time you say no, hot.
Yeah, this is hot. But come on, you're Indian.
Is there water around?
It's fine. It's okay. It's okay.
Should we get water just in case? So, maybe. So for every time you refuse to answer, the first time you'll have one drop. If the second time you say no, you'll have to add another drop.
Okay, is that fine? Of course, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we start with the first
one? I'm allergic to hot
stuff.
It makes it more spicy. So you can't have it. Yeah. Okay, should we start with the first one?
Yeah. You can start, Masa.
Okay.
Go on.
Do you believe Safa and Zaina's friendship is truly genuine?
I mean, maybe on the show it's genuine, because I don't see them hanging out much out of the show. So I don't know.
Okay, that's an answer.
Is that an answer?
That's an answer,
fine.
yeah.
Which of the cast is an instigator?
Ibrahim.
Oh.
Obviously, I think everyone can see that.
Yes. Oh yeah, so would you say multiple, because some people have said, I've read a lot of reviews, on Reddit, on social media. So many people said that the root cause of every issue and the person that stirred the pot was Ibrahim. Would you say that was true?
You see, I don't even have to say it. The world is saying it.
I mean, it's all over TikTok, so.
Exactly, so I don't even need to answer that.
Exactly. Okay, well, do you think Zaina's Ferrari is rented?
No, I don't think it's rented. I mean, I don't know, because I'm not Hannah. I didn't get it for her.
Okay.
But even if it is, I mean, it's okay. It's not a big deal. Or even if they bought it, it's okay. It's not a big deal. The reason I asked her that question is because I wanted to give them a taste of their own medicine because they've been doing it for 2 seasons with everyone else. So that was my pure reason behind it.
That's an
Not
answer,
that I care if she has a Ferrari or if it's rented. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, in Dubai, it's so easy to own a Ferrari. I can go tomorrow and take a loan and get a Ferrari. It's not a big deal. We live in the most amazing city where everything is so accessible, you know, and affordable as well. Because we make that kind of money here, right?
Exactly.
It's so,
that's true.
It's like we have so many amazing opportunities. So for my intention wasn't that I'm inquisitive how she got it, why. I did it because I wanted to give them a taste of their own medicine. They need to see how it feels when someone gives it back to them because they've been doing it to me, to my friends for the last 2 seasons, and it was about time someone gave it back to them.
Love that.
And it kind of like started a whole issue.
And it went viral as well.
It went viral.
So you think that's an answer?
It's an answer.
You haven't had even. It's fine.
No, but
we should.
Doing it.
We shall continue. Yeah, continue.
Okay, so towards the end of the season, we saw the DJ Bliss reaction to Ibrahim, basically telling everyone the pregnancy announcement before DJ Bliss and Dania did. Do you think, whose side are you on?
Team DJ Bliss, all the way.
So it's valid.
I mean, I feel that it's no one's business to talk about someone else's pregnancy and announce it. It's up to the parents when they want to announce it. So,
okay, and
of course,
another question would be,
I definitely don't want to have the hot sauce.
Yeah, I know that. She's answering. Farhana's answering with even an explanation.
Maybe they will get me back if there is a season 4.
Yes, with an explanation. I mean, she's answering with an explanation.
Okay, I have another one for DJ Bliss and Ibrahim. DJ Bliss, towards the end, he did mention that, Ibrahim, you're Farhana's friend. Why did you not?
He's not my friend. Because friends don't behave like this.
Oh,
friends stand up for each other. He's not a friend. He was just doing it all for his attention on the media, whatever. That is not a friend. I don't call him a friend. I don't even regard him as a friend anymore.
That is something.
Ibrahim is not a friend.
He's not my friend. This is not what friends do. So friends stand up for each other.
So it's because of that issue, basically, that...
No, it's not because of that issue. I just saw his true colors, how he is, and he's not someone that I can be friends with.
That is something.
Okay, I have another question. Do you think Ibrahim changed in season 3?
I think every year he's been changing because the guy I knew from before the show, he was not like this. He was really humble, very down to earth, very, very nice. I don't know what the show did to him. And I've seen a completely different side to him, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I'll be very honest. I don't like it.
Well, the last question, I think Masa put the last question as like a fire question, which is, I think, okay, who was at fault, LJ or Joanna?
I don't know. Like, I don't think anyone's at fault here.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, but I'm gonna have to do that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you either answer or you.
Wait, give her a chance. Are you gonna answer?
Are you gonna answer? To say who's at fault?
Are you gonna answer, girl? Are you gonna answer?
Hey,
are you gonna answer?
Are you gonna answer?
I think LJ was wrong at a certain point, but then obviously. She also said that she was it was a moment where she felt that she was it was like she was maybe a bit childish at that time. So I don't know, but honestly, like, who am I to say that it's their fault? I don't think, it's in my place to say that.
Okay, I am trying to get you to get the hot sauce. Who would you pick, Joanna or LJ?
Oh my God, are you also gonna do this to me?
Okay, I'm back.
Honestly, like I said, it's 2 different friendships. I love Joanna and I love LJ, and I'm not here to choose sides because at the end of the day, I have my friendship with both of them.
You have to prefer them.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm telling you.
Well, you know, LJ or Joanna.
Why would I pick? Hey.
LJ or Joanna?
So let's say one thing. If I want to travel, I will pick Joanna for sure. If I want to party, I'll pick LJ for sure.
That's a super diplomatic answer.
Yes, politically correct answer. But you know what? Thank you so much, Farhana, for joining us today.
Thank you.
We
so
enjoyed
speaking to
you. You won the hot sauce challenge.
But for the last time you leave us, can we hear the line? Wait,
no. Actually, before that. She will say that, and I will say it, and you can judge us out of 10 how we both do it.
Okay.
You want to go?
You start.
You start? Okay, I'll start. I have no option. I have to kill you.
More.
I have no option. I have to kill you.
Okay. Put some emotions in it. Think of someone that really pissed you off.
Okay. I have no option. I have to kill you.
It was Okay.
My turn. Okay.
Okay. Don't laugh.
Okay. I have no option. I have to kill you. Good.
Would you want to do it for us?
Please don't go back.
Would you want to do it for us?
Okay. I'm going to try.
Yeah.
I have no option. I have to kill you.
Oh my God.
No option. I have to kill you.
That's a very good one. That's a very good one.
My God, no, that's really iconic.
That's a very good one. Actually, high five. You did a good job. You did a good job. Well, thank you so much.
Bad, actually.
Yeah, we're bad. It's fine. We're bad. But actually, that was
I think I did good today.
Yeah, you did really well. Thank you so much for joining us.
I hope the cast are not
Really? Oh no, they're not gonna hate you. They're not gonna hate you. Why would they hate you? You're really
show,
amazing,
guys. Like
you're really amazing.
Have to be real.
Everyone has their own opinions, and I'm, someone who's always, true to myself, and I just say the way I feel.
Yes, and by the way, before I end the show, I want to say that you're a very good mother.
Thank you.
You're amazing, and you're
so
very
much.
strong. Love that, and love your vulnerability, and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me on the show. By the way, I love Lovin Dubai.
Oh, of course.
Every day we see all the posts. We're like, yeah, we love Lovin Dubai.
Thank you so much. It's really
We love
nice
you.
having you on the show today.
Thank you.
And thank you, Masa, and thank you to everyone who tuned in. Tune in tomorrow, same time, same place. Bye-bye.